Hi everyone, here is your girl Phoebe on Baby's Plans Talk Show, and we're here to talk about love, life, marriage, and singleness as Christians. And with me, we have Dr. Amy and Roy Clark.
Yeah, both married, right? And they are the ones behind the luxury lubricants, right? And the book, The Four Intimacy, Unlocking the Love You Desire, right? So I'm going to give them the opportunity to also tell us more about themselves before we start this session today.
Wonderful. Well, like you said, Dr. Amy, this is my lovely wife, and Roy. So I was a pastor for 10 years and then became an entrepreneur, and then eventually found my beautiful wife, and we started our practice, Clark Coaching and Counseling. And darling, you got your doctorate where again?
I went to Jacksonville Theological Seminary and have a doctorate in Christian counseling.
Yeah. Together we wrote the book, The Four Intimacies, like you said, Unlocking the Love You Desire. We've worked with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of clients to kind of walk through this process of unlocking four different intimacies so they could have this extraordinary love that we have.
Oh, awesome. Awesome. Everyone loves, they love to be loved, and they love to love as well. So yeah, it's important for everyone to learn what love is about, really.
Absolutely.
Yes. So the first question, right? But it's for both of you, right? So you both helped thousands of couples over decades, right? Mm-hmm. What first opened your eyes to the gap between good advice and daily habits at home?
Say that again. Between good advice and what?
Daily habits at home.
Oh, daily habits at home. Yes. So we met with so many clients that and we meet with a lot of Christian clients, and they start backwards. They say to themselves, well, we're Christians, and so this should just work. When really they don't know how to communicate. They don't know how to empathize with each other, and they think that they know physical intimacy. They call it sex, and they wonder why that isn't as fulfilling as it seems it's supposed to be. Yeah. And so I think if you talk to any marriage counselor out there, they're going to tell you that, one of the number one issues with couples is learning how to communicate. Yeah. And so we knew that because that's what we help clients do. What we learned in our own life was that the more that we communicated and recognized each other's emotions in that communication process, that the easier it was to understand the behavior that we wanted from each other. And so there happened to be this little formula that was working for us. And then as we taught it to other couples, we would say, the first intimacy is verbal intimacy. And that's really about asking questions and listening. It's really about understanding the other person. Yeah. But as we're communicating, what we're trying to do is identify the emotion of the other person. Like, if my wife's angry and I'm trying to communicate with her, it's not going to make any sense because she's angry. I need to attend to her emotion first. Yeah. Then once I empathize with her, it unlocks not only just for better conversation, but for a behavior understanding, a behavior change. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
What would you add?
I'll let her speak also, because I was going to say something, but
go ahead, baby.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, you pointed out, when your partner is, when your wife, when she's upset, right? You need to see as help her emotions. But however, you see that some couples, they kind of it can go either way. They say, oh, well, she can still manage. As in, they'll still demand, they'll still want something off them. And not even want to apologize or want to actually communicate effectively, but still want something. So would you say that is Christ-like, or as in, what would you say it is? So that's why I said I wanted her to talk, because I know it's going to lead to another question.
Yeah.
Well, one of the fun facts that Roy shares with people is that Jesus in the New Testament was asked 93 questions, and he only answered 3 directly. He either asked them a question or told a story. And he knew all the answers. He had all the answers, yet he didn't just go and talk at somebody. Yeah. And I think that in verbal intimacy, like we say, we ask questions and we listen with the intent to understand and a willingness to be influenced. So I think a lot of couples get that wrong, where they're like, I'm talking at you. You're not listening. But if both people were asking questions and then listening to the other person, and then it's a two-way street. After I ask you questions and I'm trying to understand your world, then you're going to reciprocate. Then you're going to start asking me questions, trying to understand my world. Yeah. But couples come in and they're like, no, we talk. I talk at him, he talks at me. And it's like there's that emotional disconnect because they're talking at instead of with.
Yeah, because it might actually seem like accusation, sort of, or you jumping into conclusion. But if you're thinking something, I think it's important to ask and say, "Oh, are you? As in, is this what? Just explain it to me." But it's now up to the other person. They don't explain it. I mean, if you're not able to explain, that means they don't really care about their partner's emotions, I guess.
Yeah. No, you're spot on. So,
and I think people have a habit of judging the other person's emotions. Like, if that wouldn't bother me, then it shouldn't bother you. And I'm not going to take the time to connect with your emotion.
Right. Yeah. There's times when Amy will have an emotion. I will not understand it, but I will still empathize with her. I don't know why she would get angry or sad or whatever it is at certain things. I try to understand, but whatever I'm going to do, I don't need to understand it to empathize with her. And the same thing happens with me. I can get passionate about something and she's going to go, I just don't connect like that, but I'm still with you. I'm still going to feel what you feel. Yeah. And when she does that, there is this oneness, which is what intimacy is. Yeah. That allows me to enter into her world and really just let it be reciprocal. So when couples do that, when they become one verbally and then become one emotionally, then they can become one physically. Yeah. And physical intimacy is so much more than sex. It's, we say in physical intimacy, you provide 2 things, security and pleasure. And with security, the way that you bring that is through verbal and emotional intimacy. Yeah. And so when you do that, mind-blowing.
And I feel like for women too, I just got off a session with a woman that was talking about like the need for non-sexual touch. That brings a security too. Like, will you hold me like before, during, after intimacy? That aftercare is very important, and that provides like a sense of security. It's, you're not just looking to get what you want and then take off.
When you experience all 3, that's when you have true spiritual intimacy.
Sure. I know when it comes to the intimacy aspect, I think it's important for like you guys said, the communication, for the other person, both partners to know what they want, right? Because if you are not able to communicate it effectively, then you won't be able to help each other to get to where they want to get to. Absolutely.
Yeah, you're spot on.
Yeah. Bless. So with Dr. Amy, right, from psychological and neuroscience perspective, why do couples struggle to sustain intimacy even when they deeply love each other?
I feel like sometimes people grow up in an environment that doesn't match what they're working towards. Like, we can teach people the 4 intimacies, and one of the most common phrases we hear is like, I don't talk like that. We always say, We know. That's why you're here.
That's why you're here.
We're teaching you a new language. And
Mm.
even though sometimes people will practice the four intimacies and they're doing the right things, the good things, there's a theory called the emotional home. Sometimes if somebody grows up in trauma and chaos and dysfunction and drama, and then their body chemically will crave those stress hormones. Even though this feels really good over here, I don't feel like myself, and they self-sabotage to return to that emotional home. I think that can be a challenge, and that's why we talk to people about the way that the brain works. The brain is designed for survival, not for happiness. We have to learn how to do happiness. We have to learn how to be patient, and it is unnatural, I feel like, to do empathy and emotions, because I think there's a lot of jobs even that it's like emotions would just get in the way. Don't need them, don't have time, they're cumbersome. But what makes you very good in business does not necessarily make you great at home.
Oh, okay. But the stress in business could actually affect what happens at home.
Absolutely.
Yeah, if you're not at for example, if you're someone that is very ambitious and then probably at work you're not getting what you want, or probably even if you're too ambitious, if you are at the level at which you want to be at work and then you get home, then probably you might want to keep being bossy at home rather than just be yourself. But I think it's just got to do with discipline, whereby work is work and home is home, but you just kind of treat them differently. So with that, would you say, like, in a marriage, right, a marriage can still survive without sex, without intimacy? Maybe not like for true. I'm not sure.
Not ours. Nope. No. Next question? No, I'm just kidding.
To be completely transparent, so this is our second marriage, and I was in a first marriage that there was no physical intimacy, and you die a little bit emotionally and spiritually with lack of oneness.
Yeah.
It was everything else. I'm kind of looked okay, it's like we didn't fight much. We went to church together. On the surface, it all looked very, very pretty from the outside. And I would be saying, this isn't right. I'm lonely. This is a need. This is important. This is the only thing that makes a marriage different than any of my other relationships. This is a need. I can get verbal intimacy from somebody else. I can get emotional intimacy from somebody else, and I can get spiritual intimacy from somebody else. The only place I can go to for physical intimacy is my husband.
Yeah. True.
It would be different if there was a physical, if there was a disability. But if somebody withholds sex from a marriage, it won't survive.
But what if you're kind of spiritually led to maybe hold for some time? Being a Christian, sometimes you might be saying, that's why people fast and all that. And you say that, I'm led maybe for a year or 2 years or for a few months not to have any physical contact.
Who does this? Why are they doing this? Because it's actually against the scripture. The scriptures tell us not to refuse each other.
Yeah.
And that's not the man's requiring or the woman is requiring. It is a mutual surrender to each other. It says if you decide to abstain, it needs to be mutual.
Yeah.
But do not abstain for too long. No. So this was the first and greatest command in the beginning, right?
Yeah.
Because after God created everything, he looked down at man who was alone and said, whoa, that's not good. right? Those are his words, not mine. He creates woman. Adam probably said, wow, something like that. Thank you, God. And then God says, now go and multiply. And oh, by the way, I gave you the orgasm. That was my idea. And so why would we ever stop doing what God called us to do? Right? Why would we stop obeying that command and stop enjoying that pleasure that he gave us?
True. I believe it's kind of a blessing to to marriage, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's something that you just give to us as well when we get married. But now, does that not leave the single out of this? So what? Because however, you see singles still taking part in this. So how would you advise the single to kind of abstain from it until when they get married? As in, what would you say? What advice would you give to a single person?
I would say get married.
As the Bible said, really.
Right, no, I was 26 before I got married. So for some people that's a long time. For others it's not long enough. So I knew what it was like to be single. All right, and so you knew what it was like to be single as well. And there are ways to abstain during that time if that's what you're called to do. In that time, we're definitely looking for healthy relationships, and relationships that are very, very similar to us. Those that are most similar are the healthiest of relationships. And that's not us telling you that. That's research. Years and years and years of research. And so I think we're designed to be in relationship. There are very few who are not designed to be in relationship, and that's their own calling. The scripture lets us know that there are those who are called to be single. That's fine. And God gives them an extra measure of grace there for sure. But if they have a longing for a relationship, then I would say they're not called to be single. And they should do what they can to get healthy themselves, make sure that they're healthy, and look for very healthy people. And I would say be very proactive about it, because there's nothing greater than a godly relationship.
And that's what we like about the Four Intimacies framework. When I'm sitting with young women who are like tired of dating, I want to settle down, I don't know how to find the right one, I said, well, first step is asking questions and like seeing how like transparent are they? Are they open? And then are they asking you questions? Is there any resistance in you from just being authentic? There are some people, when Roy and I met each other, there was just such an emotional safety that we were just very open and honest, and we were older when we met, so we don't have time for games. Here I am, here's who, like, take it or leave it, and I'd rather know sooner than later. So in your first 2 or 3 dates, you can see, is there verbal intimacy on both sides? Are they talking openly, and am I? Do they understand my emotions? You can tell through facial mimicry. If you tell a sad story and somebody leans in and has soft eyes at you, or are they just staring at you like story over, right?
Right.
And then and then you do need to have chemistry. Don't marry somebody ugly. Like, it's not,
right.
Like, you want to be attracted to the person that you're going to possibly marry. So within 3 dates, do you have the right ingredients? If not, move on.
But the Bible said, marry, love
3 dates.
Sorry?
So, and we're not saying that you should know after 3 dates.
Yeah.
We're just saying that after 3 dates, you should know whether to cut bait.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the Bible said you should love who you marry, though.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you should love who you marry. Yeah.
Yeah.
You should love them before you get married, though.
So there has to be a connection, a chemistry, like you said. Yeah, I'm just trying to say, because you when someone hears that, they will say, but the Bible said, love who you marry. So some people have misinterpreted as to be like you can just marry anybody, you know, just like just to justify arranged marriage. So you can just like marry anybody and then just love them, or I mean whatever you see.
Sure.
Yeah, so that's why I'm trying to like say that I know when it comes to, well, some things I've seen about arranged marriage, they still give them time to still meet each other before they kind of like go ahead with the marriage. Yeah. So could you just like please tell us a little bit about the 4 intimacies unlocking the love and desire?
Right.
Yeah.
So there are 4 of them, right? Verbal intimacy unlocks emotional intimacy, which unlocks physical intimacy, which unlocks and reveals spiritual intimacy. They're done in order, and they unlock each other. It's hard to go backwards. It's almost impossible to go backwards. In fact, it follows a biblical theology in Genesis where God spoke everything into being. He was verbally intimate with the universe. He saw that Adam was lonely, which is an emotion, and God provided woman to meet that emotional need. The first command was go and multiply, which is physical intimacy. In doing all 3 of those, God reveals who he is in his fullness. And so verbal, emotional, physical, and spiritual. That's how it works.
Oh, awesome. So would you say like a couple should be satisfied? I mean, they can satisfy each other with the 4 intimacies, or do they need to go elsewhere to fulfill 1 or 2 of those?
I think that you can, like I said, you can reach 3 of those intimacies with other people. However, like if you think of the intimacies as a budget, like you're budgeted 10 points a day for each of these intimacies, and if you spend them at work, like sometimes women will sit there and talk to other moms because we have young kids, and then by the time the husband gets home, I've got nothing left to say. I'm talked out. Or the husband uses all of his verbal intimacy at work and then comes home with no bandwidth left for his own family. They're getting the verbal intimacy in the wrong place, and you're starving the marriage. So it's like, yes, you technically can, but to have the health of a healthy relationship, you need to be giving each other the first fruits of these 4 intimacies.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I think a lot of couples will listen to this and they'll be they will learn a lot. Good. So you know, with the pastoral office, with your pastoral office, that is Roy, right? So how would you kind of like explain like marriages these days?
Help me understand the question. How would I explain marriages these days?
Like you know, as in your position, you get different couples coming to you for counseling or whatever. So how would you like I say sorry for saying whatever. So for counseling and advice, right? So how would you position marriage now, right? To like maybe before. Is it important? As in, is it important?
Absolutely, like this is the most important commitment I've ever made. It's the most unique relationship that a person will ever have. For sure. And it does require a commitment of not just a commitment to be together. I think a lot of people are committed to be together, but the commitment is to love each other. That's the commitment we make. That's the promise we make. People stop loving each other, but they stay committed to each other, and they think that honors God. They've already broken their promise, and they're dishonoring God. The commitment to be each other is just like we're committed to being miserable, and we're going to show the world how miserable marriage is. That doesn't honor God at all. The commitment is to love each other. The commitment is to practice all four intimacies. So, like, remember when you asked, what would I say to a single person? I would say, go get married. I would say, do everything you can. Read about what makes a great relationship. Read about what makes great physical intimacy. We kind of joke, I read more books on sex than my wife has, and people think that it's kind of funny. And I'm like, no, why would I not want to become as knowledgeable about that as I would about communication or about empathy? These are things that make a relationship extraordinary. And so I would tell every young person out there, learn how to communicate, learn how to become emotional and empathetic, and learn what great sex is. Learn what that means. Ask people. Don't be afraid of it. Figure out, how does God fit into all of this? Because these are all his ideas. This is his way. And marriage is his idea. And it's absolutely extraordinary. Does that answer your question?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Because it's just because sometimes some people don't see marriage as important. They see as long as they're able to stay with your partner, cohabit for some time, right? Sometimes they do that for years before getting married. So that's what I'm trying to say. How important is it? Because how important is the marriage these days, right? Would you kind of say that it's okay to cohabit? I know we've already spoken about single people and all that. So is it okay to cohabit, or is it okay to just focus on marriage?
I think when people don't get married, long-term relationships there is a fear there, right? It's like they grew up with seeing their parents with a bad marriage, or they've had bad relationships. It's like, I don't know many people that are in a long-term relationship that haven't made the commitment to each other, that are not afraid or are not still carrying around baggage. They haven't done the personal work. Or they think that marriage is going to, I don't know, I think that there's a selfishness in that. I want to be able to take what I want and then leave whenever I want. And so I would say that's probably not you're not ready for marriage. There's something going on that you need to sort out.
Right.
Yeah. Because if they can get everything in the partnership, right, then they really do not want to go on to marry. Because I've kind of seen couples whereby the lady is just kind of saying, I want to get married, but the guy is saying, I'm not ready. But however, you're committed. And the guy, and he's saying, the lady just, I need, as in this time is possible. And the guy said, no, you need, it's not as in, you need to do this, you need to do this first before I get married. So all those kind of things. That's what I'm just trying to point out, because there are a lot of things happening when it comes to partnership and marriage anyway. So that's what I was trying to point out.
Yeah, I would tell that person that wants to get married with somebody who's resistant, go to counseling. That's why there are marriage therapists. That's why there's courses and classes. And you don't want to be with somebody who's afraid to learn or won't take the time. If Roy was saying, I don't want to marry you, and I said, okay, well, if there's an obstacle there, let's go learn how to do this really well. And if he was saying no, that if he knew that marriage was important to me and wasn't willing to take the classes or read the books or figure it out, then he's caring more about himself than he is about me. Yeah. And that's my boundary. I need to be able to, I need to walk away.
Yeah.
I mean, there's two questions here, right? One, do they want to get married? And two, do they want to marry that person?
Yeah.
Right?
True.
And so the first question is, which one is it? Is it that you don't want to get married, or that you don't want to get married to me?
Yeah.
And the answer might be both. But you'll want to know that. Okay, well, if you don't want to get married to me, okay, then we're not going to live together and we're not going to have sex, because I'm worth more than that.
Right.
Yeah.
If it's you want to marry me but you don't want to get married, help me understand, what is your fear about marriage?
Yeah.
Well, my parents were divorced 5 times. Oh, okay. So like Dr. Amy said, you're carrying this fear. Let's talk about that. Because marriage, I mean, people say it's hard work, and we actually went to a wedding where the pastor said, this is your what? Your
Crucible.
Your crucible to bear. I was like, my crucible to bear? What marriage was he in? It is not a crucible. It's actually not very hard. It's incredibly easy to love my wife. Are we different? We're different. Yeah. We can be very different at times. Now, we are, for the most part, very, very, very similar. And I'll go back to the original advice. Marry somebody very similar to yourself. Find somebody similar. Other than that, there are very practical ways to have a very great marriage. It is not difficult.
Yeah. So with some of the things that you guys have said, it's more or less about like both being intentional. I want to get married, I want to stay in this marriage, and I want it to be successful. And yes, they kind of like the love that they have, it's kind of like shared between them, right? Yeah, so it's complete 100%.
Yeah.
So there's no like partiality in anything. So it's kind of like both parties are in agreement and they're intentional about loving each other, about being there for each other.
Right.
So that's what makes marriage great. Yeah. That's what you said.
Exactly. Yeah. It's not 50-50. It's a 100-100.
Yes.
We are always trying to outgive each other, and it is a ball trying to do it. We are having so much fun trying to do it.
Yeah.
I'm losing, and I'm going to try harder next time. I'm just going to try and outgive her.
Yeah. I can imagine when the competition is more or less is about showing love to each other rather than like beefing each other, because you can have competition both ways. Right. Yeah. So I think it's very, very nice anyway. So thank you.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So when it comes to so how would you advise couples like to remove shame from sex while still honoring biblical values?
I think that inside a marriage, anything that is agreeable between the two is permissible by God. There is not supposed to be shame. That's not, shame is not something that comes from God. There's a big difference between conviction and condemnation.
Yeah.
Condemnation and shame is from the enemy. And so just we work with this all the time. People just grow up with these false beliefs or limiting beliefs that sex is bad, it's dirty, and part of that is the faith bringing people up. It's bad, it's bad, it's bad, don't do that, don't do that. The day you're married, oh, now it's good. That's that emotional home. That's the subconscious programming that goes on. So we have a 16-year-old daughter, and we're having conversations with her saying sex is a beautiful, wonderful thing that's very special, that
you're gonna love it. It's going to be great. We suggest waiting until you get married, but it's going to be awesome. God loves the idea of it. It was his idea. And so and it's not like we talk about our sex life, but she knows that we make love on a regular basis. She knows that it's beautiful between us, that it's not something that we're embarrassed about. And does that answer the question? It does. It's just
when it comes to sex, it's kind of like you being open and vulnerable to your partner. That is kind of like your most vulnerable state, right? And I know sometimes, or maybe if based on the past or whatever they've experienced, they might not want to be vulnerable like that. Like maybe it might take some time for them to be vulnerable, but I think that one has to do with psychological aspect of it, whereby they need to get medical help and also emotional help from their partner.
So we were just talking about this morning, actually. One of the core competencies of a great relationship is emotional intelligence. Is your ability to control your reaction.
Yeah.
Okay? And when you can control your reaction, you can create a safe place for anybody to speak to you. I don't care what my beautiful bride brings me. I'm not going to be, what? Are you crazy? No, I'm not going to react like that. Even if she is frustrated or angry, I'm going to do everything I can to remain calm. Because I know that if she's angry, she's hurt or afraid. And I'm going to respond to that fear or pain more than I'm going to respond to the anger.
Yeah.
When you have that ability, when you think about how you're going to respond no matter what, you can create a safe place for your spouse.
Yeah.
That will unlock greater physical intimacy faster than anything.
Yeah.
Would you agree, babe?
Yeah. And so in our book, we talk about the obstacles to intimacy. That was one of the first chapters. Like if you are recognizing any one of these in yourself, that's individual therapy. We have the framework, we have the 4 pillars of a relationship. The 4 pillars define any relationship, whether it's romantic or not. And that's kind of our diagnostic to see, like, it's time, trust, communication, and reciprocity. Those four areas will reveal why a relationship isn't working, whether it's your girlfriend or a relationship with your kid or God. If it's missing one of these 4 elements, the relationship is going to be weak. So we go through the diagnostics of, like, do you guys have these 4 ingredients? And if you do, great. Then we move into the 4 intimacies, and that framework helps reveal any opposition. And then if there is opposition, is it between the couple or is it in the individual? And we feel like each person, I owe it to Roy to work through my stuff for him and for the relationship.
Yeah. Okay.
So if everyone has a commitment to do that, I think that any relationship can thrive. It can go from surviving to thriving.
So could you mention the 4 obstacles you mentioned again, the framework? You mentioned the 4 framework, like
The 4 pillars?
pillars,
Yeah. Time. So how much quality, how much quantity time do you spend together?
Yeah.
Trust. Are you taking risks, and are you doing what you said you would do?
Yeah.
Because trust requires risk and integrity. Communication. Time, trust, communication.
God bless you.
Bless you.
Communication is about speaking clearly and asking questions and listening.
Yeah.
And then reciprocity is about giving and taking. Right. So
Yeah.
those 4 each have 2 components: time, trust, communication, and reciprocity.
Oh, awesome. Awesome. I was also going to, like, talk about obstacles as well, but, like, I was going to go in another direction in terms of finances and status in career or in life. Does that kind of, I know it's kind of falls into 1 or 2 of what you mentioned, right? So how do you think that helps to encourage intimacy or prevent intimacy?
How do finances help or hurt intimacy?
Yeah, finances, status, social status, or
social status. Okay.
Yeah.
I think
So
that
go ahead.
financial can provide security for a relationship. If you're behind on bills, if you're, like, just living in a state of fear, or
Did you ask how the 4 intimacies impact finances?
or no, I think she asked, how did finances impact?
the 4 intimacies.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I think that, like, having financial security is one of the measures that, if you're not worried about finances, I think that you're more relaxed at home and you have got more opportunity to spend time together.
Yeah.
But if you're chasing social status, if you're trying to build your finances so that you are better than the Joneses next door, and that's robbing time from the relationship, then
You can either build an empire or build your relationship. But you rarely can have both.
I I would push on that.
Go on.
We do both.
Okay.
So we give the first of our fruits to each other every day. We wake up, one of our disciplines is we wake up early and we spend 30 minutes in our bedroom having coffee together, talking, like, what does the day look like? We have that like solid touch point of quality time, usually involves making love. We do the intimacies together before we go out and conquer the world. We also keep in touch throughout the day. Some days we're working side by side. Some days we're each seeing individual clients. But then every day that we come home, we spend another 30 minutes reconnecting in the library, have a glass of wine, talk about the day. And then we also have time at night. So I don't think you have to choose between the empire and the relationship, but you do need the tools on how do you do that and protect both.
I completely agree, but the priority is the relationship.
Agree.
Yeah. That's why I asked, are you asking how the Four Intimacies impacts finances? Because it does. You can apply the Four Intimacies into building your financial empire. So we're going to communicate about it. We're going to connect emotionally about it. Instead of physical intimacy, we call it behavioral intimacy in business. And that just means that we're on the same page. And so I completely agree with you.
But you also have to know like why. So verbal intimacy about finances. Why? What level of social status are we looking for? Why is that important to you? If we say yes to that, what are we saying no to?
I love that question. Yeah.
There are a lot of questions. Like some people, like you want to know the why behind everything that you do.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't even know their why. Especially in finances. It's like they get a little more and then it's like, I want a little more. And it's like, you have to know like what you're aiming for. And then when is enough? And if it's never enough, that's something inside you. It's probably not the finances.
Right.
True. Yeah. Thank you so much for that. So with regards to I'm trying to make this very easy for even singles as well, because every single want to get married and be happy. They see lovely couples and they want to be like that as well. So would you would you encourage a single person to build with someone, or would you encourage a single person to wait for an accomplishment? Because that is usually one of the struggles that singles experience, that they're not settled at the moment.
Help me understand that, BB. Walk me through that.
Am I like in underworld entirely? Singles, when it comes to deciding who to get married to,
right,
they want to know if it's someone they should build with. Maybe financially, build friendship with, build everything with. From the grassroots, from the beginning, or wait for an accomplished person.
Oh, I see.
I think it depends on your age. I tell women, marry the proof, not the potential. So if you're 29, there's enough time for somebody to kind of show their trajectory of what are they doing with their life? Do they know where they're going? Have they accomplished what they've set out to do? Or are they just aimless and bouncing from job to job, relationship to relationship? I would say no. I probably wouldn't choose that person to build with. But if I'm 19 and I haven't had the opportunity to prove myself yet because I'm just starting out, but I have a lot of similarities. If we can talk and connect emotionally and there's that physical connection and we share spiritual doesn't have to be in a religion. It can just be a shared vision and purpose. So if Roy and I are both into helping people, we both want to start a family, we both have an idea of where we want to be financially in 10 years, then I'm going to build it with him.
Yeah.
Right.
So I think it's age dependent.
Yeah. Okay.
But I would say this, and I've never said this before, not in this kind of answer, right? I would look for these three things. So if you're single and you're listening to BB Queen's podcast, okay, look for these three things. First thing, are they teachable? Okay, that is the core competency among all successful people. Are they teachable? 2, are they emotionally mature? All right, can they handle their emotions? And then 3, are they responsible? Do they take care of their own stuff and the work of others? Will they be responsible for a family?
Yeah.
If they can handle those 3 things, I think you can move forward on almost any relationship. You can grow with that person. Yeah. We have sessions in a couple minutes.
Oh, okay.
So we're going to have to wrap this thing up.
Oh, bless. Anyway, thank you so much for your time. So as in, with regards to, oh, I know I have so many questions. Yeah, but it's fine. It's fine. Thanks for your time anyway. When it comes to your coaching session and all that, so how do you organize this, and how can people come to you for coaching?
Yeah, they go to RoyandAmy.com, RoyandAmy, RoyandAmy.com, or you can find us on Amazon.com. You can find our book there, The Four Intimacies, or you can go to Aria Lux Life and find our luxury lubricant and our book. So if you can't find us, it's your own fault. All right.
Oh my. All right, you're everywhere. That's nice. So would you so what would you like to say to anyone watching right now?
I would say I would encourage everyone to learn the 4 intimacies, even just to know their self. Like I've learned how to ask myself the questions, like just to become the observer of how I feel and ask the question and be curious.
Yeah.
And then locate and identify my own emotions. Like I can't leave it all up to my partner to just search for my emotions. Like I'm responsible for them myself. And so I think learning the 4 intimacies for myself helps me be better in my relationships, and not just my romantic relationship, but with my clients, with my daughter, with everybody. So I would say it is a framework that is worth learning, and I think it will help across all of your relationships. We hear businessmen say this is actually helping me with my clients too.
Yeah. I've got 2 more questions. One, right, is like, how do you rebuild trust in a marriage?
Don't think we have time for that. Yeah,
that's a big one, baby.
Yeah, we have to actually sign off.
You'll have to get us back on again. We would love to come back on and talk to you. How do you rebuild trust? Wow, you saved that question. Okay, and we'll come back on and answer it. All right.
Okay.
So.
All right. So that's the last one.
All right.
The last one is, the love languages, and then the 4 intimacies. How do they connect?
Perfect. Well, you have your 5 love languages, right? And you get to pick and choose which ones that work best for you. However, the 4 intimacies are all required. They must be developed in your relationship. The 5 love languages you get to choose. The 4 intimacies, it's done in order, and it is required of every couple. So they take the 5 love languages 10 times deeper.
Awesome. Okay. So hopefully we'll have you again to finish our question.
That'd be great, baby. We would love that. Okay.
Anyway, thank you so much for your time.
God bless you.
God bless you. Yeah. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Hi everyone. Yes. So today's discussion is about love, life, marriage, right? As Christians, right? So there's so many things we can talk about when it comes to life, right? Because we all we learn every day, we grow every day, and yes, Amy and Dr. Amy and Roy, as been able to shed more light on this today for us, right? So I hope you were blessed or you've learned something from this, right? God bless you, right? Till next time, take care. Bye.